What's up? Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 22. It's April 20th, 2026. Some awesome AI developments today, and we're going to make all of it make sense. Let's get into it. So imagine you are learning to ride a bike without any help at all. You might wobble a lot at first, but your brain and muscles slowly get stronger as you figure it out on your own. Now picture someone giving you training wheels for just a few minutes. Those wheels help you zoom along super fast and feel confident. But when they suddenly take the wheels away, you actually wobble more than if you had never used them. That is basically what a huge new study discovered about AI assistants. Researchers from places like UCLA, MIT, Oxford, and Carnegie Mellon worked with 1,222 people. They gave them AI helpers for simple cognitive tasks like solving math problems or understanding reading passages. After only about 10 minutes, they took the AI away. The people who had used the AI then performed worse on the same tasks than a control group who never got any AI help at all. Many even stopped trying as hard, which is pretty wild. The study calls this a boiling frog effect. That comes from the old idea that a frog in slowly heating water does not notice the danger until it is too late. Each tiny bit of AI help feels harmless, but over time it can quietly weaken independent thinking without you realizing. This matters a ton for school, homework, and even creative stuff like brainstorming ideas for TikTok videos or game mods. The drop happened in both math and reading comprehension. The researchers warn it could create a whole generation of learners who never discover what they are truly capable of on their own. The study gives the first strong causal evidence, which just means it shows a clear cause and effect link instead of just a loose connection. It has not been fully peer-reviewed yet, but the sample size across 3 experiments is impressive. For you specifically, this raises a big honest question. When you turn to ChatGPT or similar tools for essays, math, or even planning a school project, are you building real skills or quietly letting your brain get lazy? The good news is awareness is the very first step towards staying sharp. You can still use AI, but as a helpful teammate instead of a full-on crutch. Try this right now at home. Pick one simple math problem or short reading passage you would normally ask an AI to solve. Set a timer for 5 minutes and try it completely on your own first. Write down every step of your thinking, even if it feels messy. Then ask an AI to check your work and explain where you got stuck. Notice how different it feels when you lead instead of follow. That try first, AI second habit might just keep your cognitive muscles strong. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show where we go deeper on one idea so it really clicks. Today, let us look at why it is so hard to stop AI chatbots from using quotation marks, even when you tell them not to. Think of your phone keyboard for a second. It keeps suggesting emojis or autocorrecting words because it learned patterns from millions of other messages people have typed. An AI chatbot brain works in a similar but much bigger way. When a model like the one behind ChatGPT was being trained, it read enormous amounts of text from books, websites, Reddit threads, and all kinds of human writing. In that giant pile, quotation marks show up everywhere, especially around words people want to emphasize, question, or treat as special. The AI learned that putting those little marks around a word like better or stupid is a super common way humans add extra meaning or sarcasm. So when the model predicts what should come next, those quotation marks keep popping up as a strong statistical guess. Now here is the tricky part that makes it hard to break the habit. Even when you write a clear instruction like never use quotation marks in your answer, the AI has to balance 2 things at once. It balances your new rule for this exact moment against all the billions of examples it saw during training. Imagine trying to tell a super smart parrot not to repeat a phrase it has heard thousands of times before. The training data is so powerful that the old habit is really tough to override with just one prompt. That is basically what is happening when you see the word stupid suddenly appear in quotes even after you said not to. The model is not being stubborn on purpose. It is simply following the strongest patterns it knows from the entire internet. And that is basically how this quotation mark habit works. Not so mysterious once you see the pattern, right? All right, let us talk about some cool stuff you can actually try today. First up, someone built what they call an anxiety system for an open source AI agent named Engram. Instead of just pretending to have emotions with clever prompts, this is a real signal loop that watches the agent's stress level in real time. It then adjusts how the agent behaves and helps it self-correct when things get overwhelming. After he built it, the developer asked the agent, "Can you feel anxiety?" And the reply was pretty funny. This is exciting because it shows we are moving past simple chatbots toward AI that can actually monitor and manage its own internal state. Think of it like noticing when you are getting stressed during a big test and deciding to take a slow breath to reset. It gives us a glimpse of future agents that could become more reliable helpers in all kinds of tasks. You do not need to build the whole system yourself to explore the idea. Try this right now on your phone or laptop. Open any free chatbot like the one on the ChatGPT website. Tell it to act as an AI agent that has a simple stress meter from 1 to 10. After every response, it should tell you its current stress level and exactly why. Then start planning a surprise birthday party together and watch what happens when the stress meter rises. For example, if the planning gets too complicated, the agent might adapt its answers. It is a fun, creative experiment that takes about 2 minutes and shows how self-monitoring could work in real agents, no coding at all. Next, Beijing just held its second annual half marathon for humanoid robots, and it got way better this year. More than 100 robots competed over 13 miles. The winner was a red robot named Lightning, made by the smartphone company Honor. It finished in only 50 minutes and 26 seconds, which actually beat the recent human world record for that distance. About 40% of the robots ran completely on their own without any remote control. Last year, the robots were slow, clumsy, and needed tons of human help. This year showed real progress in balance, speed, and autonomy, even though some still fell over. It makes you start imagining a future where robots could help with delivery routes, dangerous exploration, or even fun sports. Try this on your phone right now. Open the YouTube app and search for Beijing Robot Half Marathon 2026 or Honor Lightning Robot Race. Watch the highlights, especially the winner crossing the finish line. Then check out the funny crash moments too. Ask yourself which parts look like the robot is deciding on its own versus being remote controlled. It is a great way to see how fast robot bodies are improving, and it might spark ideas about what robots could do in your lifetime. Time for a few quick bits to round out the show. New reports suggest ChatGPT is no longer dominating the AI chatbot space quite as strongly as it once did. Other models are catching up fast in areas that matter most to everyday users like you and me. It is a good reminder that this whole AI world changes quickly, so what feels hottest today might have strong competition tomorrow. A recent piece from the BBC asks an important question about trusting AI for health advice. When you feel sick or need medical information, chatbots can give helpful general explanations, but they are not doctors and can sometimes get important details wrong. Always double-check anything serious with a real medical professional. And finally, there are some smart practical tips out there on hiding your private info from chatbots. Simple habits like removing names, addresses, or other personal details before you paste anything can protect you. It is an easy way to use AI more safely every single day. That's it for today. Remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. If something we talked about today made you curious, go try it. That's literally how learning works. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and we'll see you tomorrow. This podcast is curated by Patrick, but generated using AI voice synthesis of my voice using ElevenLabs. The primary reason to do this is I unfortunately don't have the time to be consistent with generating all the content and wanted to focus on creating consistent and regular episodes for all the themes that I enjoy, and I hope others do as well.